This podcaster, Nicholas Cannon, he's saying that the partners, man or husband, they should not marry a person who don't love themselves and who abandon themselves for other people, because
Mhm.
they all gonna look for love for them from the outside, and always they don't know themselves, they don't love themselves, so they cannot love and know really other person. They
Mhm.
only see other people in friendship and in relationships and at work. Even I don't know if it's him in with children, what can they do for them? And if the person don't do enough, they start blaming and saying it's not enough.
Yeah.
So he advise the person first heal themselves and learn how to basically, this is
Close
like,
your own needs, like
yes,
to be
smart,
your own
yeah,
biggest savior and partner.
yes, and prioritize your own needs, because then obviously it's like even Jesus says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. But the person who self-abandon, who don't love themselves, which is loving themselves,
Uh-huh.
literally I think means just you have needs of several people in a
Yeah.
house, and you put your needs first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you kind of not like in a cruel some kind of, if it's newborn, he's
Mm.
hungry, but still, even with newborns, what the advice is: the baby cry and the mom cannot handle and losing her shit, she has to put the baby in a safe place, like crib or on a floor where nothing can happen,
Mm-hmm.
and just step outside for 5-10 minutes to breathe and collect herself, you know
Yes. Yes.
calm down. So basically she has to attend to her. She has to
Yes.
calm down herself first,
Mm-hmm.
and then on the
Put
baby.
her
I mean,
saving mask first, like in the airplane.
exactly. But and of course, ideally, she has to have second hands helper with the baby. Of course, it's ideally. But the
Yeah.
thing is, yeah. So, and he actually advised him not to get into even a relationship. But the thing is, a lot of people,
Yeah.
they attend their needs first when they single,
Yeah.
when they not have relationships or
That's why
children.
they are thriving. That's why they mostly majority of people they are thriving. We're talking only about sattvic clean people. We're not talking about people who have been
Yeah, yeah. So,
severely damaged and now they use drugs. We're just trying to like do this podcast for people who are already some sort of self-conscious.
yeah, who trying to do the right thing and leading the happy light.
Clean life, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the situation is, yeah. So he advised him not to get into relationship. Um, my thought is,
Unless you start loving yourself first and realize that self-sacrifice is not self-abandonment and there is a difference. Like for example, I see a lot of times that young people, including me, who are following sort of religious or spiritual practice, what they do, they start thinking that self-sacrifice is very poetic and they overdo it. It's like not to have ego at all means self-sacrifice, but actually I feel like not to have ego at all, in a sense that you're not taking care of yourself, you're there, falling apart and you don't care. It's actually ego with a sign of minus. It's actually like depression more than, and depression is also egocentric.
yeah.
It's
And
not
then,
selfless.
and
Actually,
then these people brag how much sacrifice they are,
yeah,
how much.
yeah, yeah. And especially in our community, I noticed that this kind of self-abandonment is put on a pedestal and saying, oh,
Yeah,
look how these people self-abandoned, how they are selfless, but actually they're not selfless. The ego is damaged. It's not healthy ego. Healthy ego means that I'm here to to provide for myself, and whatever extra abundance I have, I'm gonna pour it onto everybody else.
Also it came to mind, like in some religions, you have to cook everything, not try anything, not anything until you offer it to God. I agree with that. But if everything falls on the mom with the young children and toddlers who cannot wait when the food will be ready, and the mom have to be hungry, and also she has to feed everybody, guests and everybody else, and eat her last.
Yeah.
And if she didn't just give birth, it's such a toll. And then I read in scripture somewhere that women, elderly people, children, they are eating first. Why? because their health in this volatile situation, the children just growing, older people, they are fragile because of age, and women because of her monthly period, or they breastfeeding, or they menstruating, or pregnant. There is 3 stages. And it's also very vulnerable stages where they need a, like, can you imagine? I was doing it for 10 years. So basically, I was eating once a day normally. No, not even normal. Just once a day. So also, like situation with people, so they good, they come out of the family, they have like mother trauma or father trauma, and then they good on their own. As soon as they get into a relationship or have children, that's it. They forget how to take care of themselves first. They forget, and if the other do not remind them, if surroundings saying keep giving more, in a institution keep giving more, husband keep giving more, children of course they innocent, they say mommy I want. So this completely self satisfying your needs, basic needs, become out of the window. There is no supportive adult who understand by nourishing mom you nourishing children, you nourishing relationship with this husband and wife. So it's and you know what it happens, it's very to focus on your own needs first. When you become in contact with somebody, with anybody, friend, partner, I listened yesterday to class where women say, I know how to work and make money, but I have to shut down my personal relationship and kind of push them away, because I cannot have family and business, I can and I like to do business myself, because as soon as I get partner, I start to attend to partner needs and lose the focus on my own part. My own partnership is like you have your own needs and then you have but she shifts totally into partner. The same in a family. When she is in a family relationship, her business is suffering because she did not keep focus on her needs first in business and in relationship also.
We have to be realistic of how much energy we have and how much support we have. If there's no support system, or we think we have to do everything alone, this kind of mentality of having a high standard for being selfless is actually not gonna work. You can be selfless if you have like more universal kind of community you live in, and everybody is supporting each other the way they can. But I don't think it is possible this day and age. So it's just I was actually listening to this another podcaster. She's like a yogi. She was saying that actually in this time on earth there are only mothers and children, like that the masculine energy is kind of a little bit subdued or minimalized at the moment. It's not saying that all men are useless, but it's just saying that the principle is that also at this time the leadership is from men is not flowing like easily. And then that the majority of men, when they are looking for a partner, it is that they are looking for mom. And this self-sacrifice expectation from a woman and from a wife is actually the expectation they have for their mama. So whenever I see that, there is a man and then next to him is a overwhelmed, tired woman with a lot of kids that she selflessly, with a smile, attending, I understand that she is mothering also her husband. Because if she is not flourishing and she is not showered with clothes and jewelry, I see that there is no, like that is the dynamics. Like we made this self-sacrifice poetic because actually men are looking for mom.
And you know what? Honestly, the woman is smile and proud of her sacrifice and doing it voluntarily. And think she gives more, her status in a society. Literally, it's the thing that they hold like a center. Like because they don't work.
Yeah,
they
it's our
cannot.
own fault because we allow it, and that's why I'm also trying to make sure that we are not blaming anyone. I'm just trying to say inform also that whatever is happening to us is because we chose it and we agreed to it. So if you are overwhelmed woman who self-sacrificed too much and made yourself like miserable, you chose it also. You agreed to this contract.
Partner comes to compatibility. It means
Yeah.
the partner the same wound but in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
Same with mother, like it's either mom was emotionally unavailable and cold,
Yeah.
or emotionally just drama 1 second, smiling next second, and so there was no kind of emotional stability at home.
Yeah.
Which in Kali Yuga it's not surprising because
Yeah, of course.
and
So
lots
yeah, yesterday I was thinking about this. Okay, so if my son grows up and he's gonna look for a woman to satisfy his attention needs from mom, maybe it's better to give him a lot of attention at the moment. Then he will not need a lot of attention from woman.
maybe, and like I realize why a lot of mother-in-laws don't like, what is it, daughter-in-laws?
Yeah.
Because often they are identical twins in a sense of character and traumas.
Yeah.
And it's direct competition.
Yes, because if you think about that, immature man is gonna go and find himself a mom, but mom already is there. So it means that this woman is gonna take the role of the mom, and mom is not comfortable with that.
Or the mom in the role of wife, and the wife comes and say, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
Wow. Like only servant. Where is all the love, emotion, and affection? And a love, emotion, and affection and energy just goes to mom.
Yes, and that's why in some cultures, like a wife, when you take a wife, she becomes like a house servant, and mom is like bossing around,
Exactly.
Yeah, because she stays in her position.
I think it's like a not correct interpretation of Eastern religious texts, because mom, after certain age, have to retire from household duties, be vanaprastha, and be like sannyasi, but at home. So she has to detach from controlling, micromanaging family. It's a job, become woman, controlling kids, micromanaging family, finances. But some women never retire, like ever.
No.
They don't want to let go this power.
Yeah, even here I see sometimes a mom with a 30-year-old son, not bossing, but like really closely monitoring.
Of course, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Want their sons to get screwed by some young gold digger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
or just having their own life and their own destiny.
Right. Which is, and what's the point of her life?
Yeah, the control actually means, it's related. No, it's related to our topic. Control means that the person didn't have enough motherly attention and sweetness. So now they don't trust the world. They are not safe automatically. So that's why they need to control the outcomes of everything.
Can you repeat again? So
when a person has a problem with control, it's psychologically proven fact that it is because in the childhood they didn't get enough motherly affection, or it wasn't enough for them. Maybe mother was affectionate, but everybody has a different cup. Maybe the kid needed more affection. And so because of that lack, they don't feel safe in the world, because mother is safety. They need to control the outcome, because only in that way they will feel safe. So it's a control issue, is actually mother issue. So we'll come back to the same point, that basically everything in the child's life starts with a mother, and every principle in this world starts with a mother. So the mother is the most important kind of role in this material world.
Again, one more giant responsibility. Because mother is the first guru.
Yeah. So that automatically means that the mother cannot be self-sacrificed slave. She has to be abundant. So
You know what?
everything has to be poured into the mother, and even mother herself, she has to know. Like for example, sometimes I say to my husband, tomorrow you're gonna buy me flowers because I want Gaia to see that. That's it. Because I know that my daughter needs to see me being treated nicely. Because that's my and from here I'm very it's a self-service because I have to come and say this like in a full confidence that I need to be treated well, not just well, amazingly.
Right. That's good. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. But you know, like I've been doing the same scenario for several years, and I was doing it without just to show good example to children. And honestly, right now, I think I'm done. I want to be authentic.
Yeah.
I think I wanna, like we talked yesterday, think what I think
Yeah.
my own, and feel my own emotions. And if
Yeah.
these flowers means nothing to me, it's not my need at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't want to show anybody example, but my children is older.
Yeah, of course. But I'm talking, yeah, exactly. You have to, because if we,
kind of like,
yeah,
swipe floor if my need before that is not met.
Yeah.
Need with respect, affection, and everything, I do not need flowers,
yeah,
at that
Yeah.
moment.
yeah,
It's not good for me. So I want my children to go inside, identify need, identify feeling,
yeah,
identify their thoughts, and
Yeah.
from there, because holidays also a little
Yeah.
bit like
Any
time-
philosophy, Liliana, any philosophy, any advice, any structure can only make sense if it's grounded in reality and in a human being's
Yes.
personal experience.
Exactly. So what if you want the flowers not for Mother's Day? What's gonna happen? How
Yeah.
you gonna justify it? If you need
Yeah,
flowers,
you just say, I need flowers.
Yeah. and I need flowers with the roots because I want to plant them and enjoy all year round. I
Yeah.
accept flowers only with roots.
Yeah.
Also, this man was saying that men with mother wound, they don't get enough, like you were saying, enough love and attention from mom, unconditional love, I would say. So when they build their next relationship, they just build in like with mom prototype.
Yeah.
And if it was a wound, they look for very soft feminine woman, and then they suck out the softness and femininity out of them. And when their nerves become wrecked, they become reactive, screaming,
Yeah.
and rude. They say, "Ooh, ew, you're not a real, like what are you, истеричка, psychopath."
Yeah.
And then they move on to next flower. Then they suck the flower,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Ooh, what is this?"
Yeah.
So because they're trying to suck this need that they supposed to have it in childhood
Yeah.
from them.
Yeah. They turn the woman into the mom. Unconsciously. So that is the thing. I was walking yesterday and I was doing some meditation and I realized, and then I heard it also, that in the end, you are marrying not a man or you are dating not a man, but his mama. Because this man subconsciously will try to make you into the mom. So if you see the mom, you can say, okay, I want to be like this. Then you can date the man. But if you see the mom and you say, ooh, that's kind of miserable, that's what you're going to become, because there are patterns ingrained in subconscious.
Or you see the mom and you feel like it's your mirror.
Yeah.
Then what?
Then you make your own, like for your own introspection, you can use anybody. Like everybody here, relationships are meant for mirroring our own selves. So
But
yeah.
Usually people, comparable with traumas. They get attracted by their traumas.
Yes, because that's all we know.
Yeah, he is marrying his own mom in her face, in a woman's face, and woman marry her own mom in his face. So that's why she trying to overserve or get. Why? Because she want him to satisfy the needs. Because it looks like mom should also give attention, of course, to girl, like to give her this unconditional loving touches and attention to her emotions. So she expected from the husband. I guess we always stuck, it's like sometimes I think, little ducklings, when they catch the first thing they see, they think it's a mama. If it's a robot, it's a broom. If it's a chicken, if it's a wolf, they will follow this first impression all their life thinking it's a mama.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking sometimes, will it ever, I hope we find a way to transcend, because in Kali Yuga everybody is traumatized in one of a variety of traumas.
Yeah, the only way to transcend is to continue to find meaning in life. You cannot get stuck because you got stumbled across some dogma, and the dogma is telling you how to be self-sacrificed, and then you just blindly follow that, but it's breaking your body, it's breaking your mind, and it's breaking your heart. Actually, to transcend, first of all, I feel like there has to be the foundation that can transcend. If your mind is broken, your body is broken, and your heart is broken, you are not whole. What can you offer? Everything that you put inside of you is breaking. So my idea, after practicing some religious spiritual practice in the broken vessel for 15 years, is that actually definitely has to be an arta nivriti process, which means that unwanted things from the heart has to come out. But the only way to come out is to become wholesome. So wholesome means that you still have to have your personal experience. The meanings that you see outside and symbolisms and philosophy of religion or philosophy of spirituality can only enter your life as much as it corresponds to your values. It cannot be something that you break yourself to fit in.
It's supposed to be liberating instead of making you more slave and more serve.
Yeah, more robotic, more mechanic.
Yeah.
So we spoke about this yesterday, that to actually be free is to be able to think your thoughts.
Yeah.
And feel your feelings.
And also express your inner truth, because enslaved human being, enslaved soul, dependent on our gratification, mood, and every care, even touch or anything is slave. They cannot say.
It makes you dead. It makes you dead if you going after a system, because there is this astrologer that I follow because I'm learning astrology, and her name is Liz Greeny. She wrote some amazing books, and she's like phenomenal. She knows about devotional traditions, all sorts of spiritual traditions, and she was saying that the moment we kind of, when we are unsure about who we are as a human being, as a person, and as a soul, sometimes it is relieving to follow a certain system and to follow a certain rules, because it's liberating a little bit in the beginning, because then okay, this is right, I'm gonna do this, and then it means automatically I'm not doing anything wrong. But at some point things have to become personalized, individual, because you cannot be stuck on beliefs that everybody else is following. Not everybody can have the same kind of values and belief system. It's a guidance that is like generic, but then from generic you have to go to personal.
Exactly. It's like general rules of well-being, spiritual and societal. But at some point you need to graduate and apply it individually. You learn all of that, and then you graduate it like from school.
In a sense, you have to unlearn it then.
Yeah, it's good to learn when.
Yeah, but in art, all these people who start art, they start with realism. There's a lot of rules in realism. You have to know perspective. You have to know that the shadow of the color is opposite of the wheel of colors. It's not gray, it's not brown. It's exactly like if you have a green light, means the shadow is purple, and so on. So these rules you have to know. And you have to know that it is whatever is outside in the nature has opposite rules of whatever is inside of the nature. So if you are painting like trees and sea, you will be applying one set of rules. And if you are painting like vase and flowers inside the house, you would have completely opposite rules. So it's like there are so many rules, but after some time, when a person becomes a master of those rules, they start improvising and thinking, okay, what if I apply outdoor rules to indoor and I apply the shapes reversed from the perspective, and so on and so on. And so this improvisation becomes a mastery of the own style.
Yeah.
It becomes like a personalized.
But some people
yeah.
stuck at this. Some people are stuck. That's why the suffering comes up. Because in the beginning, when I joined institution, I felt love, I felt care, I felt that some of my needs closed.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like soul-to-soul conversation. I felt like deeper understanding of reality.
Mm-hmm.
But then I felt like it's stagnation affecting health, mental health, relationship, everything. People have to move over, because a lot of people are stuck there, and instead of just
because I personally lacked nuances. Okay, I cannot have the same answer given to me in different types of sufferings that I have. I cannot, because I need to understand deeper how God is telling me things, and I need the insight into that so that I can learn. But if I'm not learning, I'm just bypassing by trying to do more meditation and not introspecting anything, then I feel like, okay, my need is not closed because I'm curious. What does it say about me? Why?
Knowledge. There is a real need in a Maslow pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
There is a real need for new knowledge and deeper understanding. There is actual physiological, psychological need for this.
Yeah.
To learn more.
Yeah.
That's actually normal.
Yeah, and with maturity, you have more questions. But if those questions are being answered in the same copy-paste manner, it's not enough. So you have to become, we say that we're following some sort of, personal philosophy in Bhakti yoga. But at the end, if there is no personal answer to your personal quest, then it's not personal.
Yeah. And it's very dogmatic, even medicine. I was discussing with one Ayurvedic practitioner yesterday. We talked about medicine, Ayurvedic medicine. And if we take, for example, dose of any herb or antibiotic and just say, everybody this age have to take that much, 2 pills per day. It's wrong.
Yeah.
It can harm people.
Yeah.
It has to be personal. The weight, the gender, the age, like how heavy you...
Did they have a surgery 2 days ago?
Yeah, all the history should be and prescribed personally. Then it will have chance to heal. But if everybody drink antibiotics the same dose, if everybody drinking, it's harm people. The same as following like rules
generic
without regulation. It hurting some people. For some people it's okay, like 4 pills of neem per one time dose. But for some people it's really bad. And people should recognize, wake up, and individuality.
But some people don't have like such a deep how to say, some people are more sensitive and they feel themselves more subtly than others. I think that is the difference between different consciousnesses, because for example, I am very susceptible to any change within my being. I know exactly that something happened before it even happened. I can feel everything with the whole of my body, whole of my mind. And then if I come with this feeling somewhere and I'm trying to express like, okay, I'm feeling something is off. And they say, brush it to the side. No, wait. or brush it to the side, I can do with some like emotion that lasts for 30 seconds. I can brush it to the side. But
not healthy.
if my whole being and my soul is reacting to something for days and months, it means something. So I need to know what is the answer, what is the meaning. And if the meaning is taken away from me by saying it's just a mind, or it's just this, or it's just lust, or it's just whatever, greed, or it's just this, then I feel like let down, you know, because I am searching for the meaning of this. Give me the meaning.
Back to searching and coming back to yourself all your
Yeah.
life.
Yeah,
Searching answers and coming back to your inner self
yeah,
and your connection with God, your personal.
yeah. So how did we come from? How did we ended up from mother to dogma?
Our ending up in miraculous places. That's the part of podcast. We don't go
Mhm.
purpose from
Oh,
A to B.
so maybe we say that you can follow generic rules as long as it serves you in a way that is making you more wholesome. But if you start seeing some
more happy, more health.
but if you start becoming in some sort of way more miserable, then it's not serving your family and it's not serving your children. It's actually not even self-sacrifice. It's ego with a sign minus. It's just low self-esteem.
Yes, self-abandonment.
Yeah.
And it needs to be addressed.
And that is not good for anybody, because the ultimate principle of this world is motherhood.
Yeah, and
everything.
In religious organizations where most of the members are suffering with a lot of things. Mental, spiritual. If the most of the people self-abandoned.
Yeah.
People wanna join this organization.
Yeah.
Good people, benefit from it's better even for a religious organization if members of this organization are self-abandoned and miserable.
Yeah, because they're gonna provide the labor further, because they will feel so guilty for whatever it is that from the guilt they will try to motivate themselves to self-sacrifice more.
Yeah. And it's like it's not sustainable. I think the goal of any religious organization to be self-sustainable, to expand.
So like a living being.
Yeah, so the members should be self-sustainable. They should practice sustainably, healthily, happily. And so other people see that this is the result of the spiritual activity, and they join thoroughly.
Oh, the thing that I noticed first when I came to my spiritual practice thing, I noticed that all people are kind of pure, and I can see that in them. They are pure and clean and attractive like little angels, but they are all sick. Everybody is physically sick. I didn't know so many sick people before.
Anemia. Maybe, people just like not talking about their health. Or maybe it is, because I notice a lot of Matajis of different nationalities, anemics.
Yeah.
Different ages even.
Yeah.
Even children. Yeah. Teenagers. So that's concerning.